Welcome back to the Wealth Effect. Today, we're talking about something that holds people back from financial success: fear. Fear of investing, fear of making mistakes, fear of the unknown. The idea of investing used to freak me out. The stock market, bonds, crypto, it all felt like a foreign language. But once you understand how investing works, it's no longer something to be afraid of, but rather it's something to be excited about. Let's talk about why investing freaks people out. Maybe it's because you watched your friend lose his life savings on a crypto scam, or maybe every time you turn on the news, they make the stock market sound like it's on fire. But the real reason is that you don't know what's going on. Understanding the fear, let me ask you a question. What is fear? Fear is imagination. Fear is focusing on everything that could go wrong instead of everything that could go right. Fear is your brain being dramatic. It's like your own personal doomsday narrator. People are afraid to invest because they think they'll lose money. But let me give you a different perspective. You're already losing money. Inflation is eating away at the value of every dollar sitting in your savings account. Every day you delay investing is another day your money loses on its potential to grow. People say, what if I lose everything? Well, let me ask you a different question. What if you don't lose everything? What if you make a decision today that sets you up for financial freedom? The greatest investors don't start out fearless. They start out determined. Determined to learn, determined to grow, and determined to act. What if I lose everything? But they never say, what if I make a ton of money and buy a puppy? Weird, right? People are afraid of making the wrong decision and feeling dumb, especially when it feels like there's so much to learn. But what if the market crashes? Do you mean like it does every few years since the dawn of its existence, and then rebounded and made people rich? Fear can only hold you back if you let it. But when you replace fear with knowledge, action, you take control of your financial future. It's not about eliminating fear. It's about moving forward despite it. The first step to overcoming fear: start small. You don't have to climb the whole mountain in one go. You just have to take the first step and then rest along the way until you reach the top. Start small. The problem is people want to go from zero to millionaire overnight. People want to go from I've never invested to I'm gonna become the next Warren Buffett. Slow down there, champ. They think investing means risking everything, but you don't need thousands of dollars to start. You can start with $5, you can start with $10, but most importantly, you've got to start. Going all in or betting everything on one stock, that's a risky strategy, and it can lead to blowing up your account and making you move back in with your parents. Consistency beats intensity. You don't have to time the market perfectly. You just have to be in the market. The longer you stay, the greater your rewards. Because the magic of investing isn't about making one big move. It's about making consistent moves. You don't need to be a genius. You just need to stay in the market. One of the best ways to overcome the fear of investing is to start small. Nobody's saying go all in on some meme coin because your buddy from college swore it's going to moon. To overcome this fear, focus on how to mitigate risk, diversify your investments, start small, and start investing for the long term. The more you learn and the more you understand your investments, the less imitating the risk feels like. Here's the truth. The majority of people who have ever built wealth started with zero. They weren't fearless. They were just willing to be uncomfortable for a while. Breaking free from investment myths. Now let's get rid of some false beliefs. Beliefs that keep you stuck. Investing is for the rich. Investing is how you become rich. Wealth isn't something you wait for. It's something you build. You can't just wait around for an inheritance or to marry someone with a trust fund. I don't have the time. If you have the time to scroll through social media, you have the time to set up an investment account. Investing doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be intentional. I don't know enough. Let me tell you a secret. Neither did the wealthiest investors when they started. The difference is they started anyway. They learned along the way. No one knows what they are doing at first. That's why there's always beginner friendly investment tools like index funds, robo advisors. You don't need to pick individual stocks or time the market perfectly. Just start small, stay consistent, and keep learning. The best investors aren't necessarily the smartest, but the ones who stay in the game the longest. I don't have enough money. The idea that you need thousands to start investing is a myth. With fractional shares and investment apps, you can start with as little as $5. Think of money you would have spent on other things like coffee, subscriptions you don't even use, or impulse buys. Even if you redirect a fraction of that into an investment account, you'd be surprised of how quickly it adds up. Investing is about consistent effort and not one massive deposit. Handling market drops like a champ. The market goes up, the market goes down. That's not a crisis. That's normal. When the market drops, do you know what the wealthy do? They buy more. Because while the fearful are running away, the wealthy are running in. Every downturn in history has eventually recovered and led to new all-time highs. The question is, will you still be in the market when that happens? You don't panic when your favorite store has a sale. In fact, you buy more. The stock market is no different. A market drop isn't a loss unless you sell. If you stay persistent and trust the process, history shows that the market recovers and rewards those who stay in it. If you panic and sell during a downturn, you've officially completed the buy high, sell low strategy, the exact opposite of what you want to do. This is what separates winners from losers. Losers sell out of fear, winners buy and ride the wave back up. You don't lose money unless you sell. So hodl and stop checking your portfolio every 5 minutes and let time do its thing. Learn from mistakes, but keep moving forward. You're going to make mistakes. You'll probably make more mistakes than wins. You're going to buy a stock that doesn't perform the way you thought it would. You might sell too soon. You might invest too cautiously at first, but guess what? That's part of the process. The only people who never make investment mistakes are those who never invest at all. They make the biggest mistake of all, missing out. Every lesson you learn makes you better. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Investing works the same way. Keep learning, keep adjusting, but most importantly, keep going. Overtrading. Trying to time the market leads to unnecessary stress and often losses. Stick to a long-term plan instead of making impulsive trades. 2. Not doing research. Investing in something just because it's trending is risky. Always understanding what you're investing in before putting your money down is the best way to build wealth. One of the most successful investors of all time, Peter Lynch, said you only need a few good stocks in your lifetime. I mean, how many times do you need a stock to go up tenfold to make a lot of money? Not a lot. Developing an investor's mindset. The difference between those who build wealth and those who don't isn't luck. It isn't high intelligence. It's mindset. Wealthy people don't wait for the perfect time to invest. They just start. Wealthy people don't focus on what they might lose. Wealthy people focus on what they can gain. Broke people focus on what they might lose. Rich people invest even when they're scared. Broke people wait until it feels safe, which is usually too late. It's time to stop letting fear dictate your future, because the future belongs to those who prepare today. Success in investing isn't about picking perfect stocks. It's about discipline, practice, and consistency. Your money should be working for you even while you're sleeping. You don't need a finance degree to invest. You need practice, discipline, and a willingness to start before you feel ready. The emotional roller coaster of investing. Investing is emotional. One day your portfolio is up 15% and you're ready to retire on a yacht. The next day it's down 10% and you're Googling the best place to live with no money. The key? Don't let emotions drive your investment decisions. Stay consistent, keep investing, and always remember you're playing the long game. Educate yourself. Knowledge is power. The best way to overcome fear of investing is by educating yourself. A quote from a character from a video game called Apex Legends said, "It's hard to be scared when you're prepared." There's so many resources out there to help you get comfortable with investing, whether it be podcasts, YouTube channels, books, and online courses. Start with the basics. Learn about stocks, bonds, ETFs, crypto, and mutual funds. Understand what they are, how they work, and how they fit into your financial plan. By educating yourself is one of the best tools to reduce risk. When you understand the ins and outs of investing, it won't seem so scary anymore. The more you learn, the more you'll realize that investing isn't as mysterious or as risky as it might seem at first. And there's a funny saying that the more you know about investing, the more you realize that you can't make money. So try not to get too smart. Fear says, "What if I fail?" Success says, "What if I succeed?" Your financial future is waiting for you, and all you have to do is start. Jim Rohn once said, "Success is nothing more than just a few simple disciplines practiced every day." Taking small steps today lead to a big reward in the future. Start small, stay consistent, and let time do the rest. You can do this. Stop overthinking it. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. Let me know your thoughts or questions in the comments below.